Hello, everybody. So tonight we are going to be discussing Martell Holt, and everybody has heard by now that he is locked up
They
on.
let me out.
Say what? Locked up, and they
They
won't
won't
let
let
me
me out.
out. Yes, he is locked up. Hey, Laura. Um, are we really surprised by this news, y'all? Because I know I'm not. What about you?
I feel like it's been long awaited. We've been waiting a very long time for this. But God works in his own mysterious ways, and God comes right on time. Not when we want him, but he always on time.
Karma comes around too, and she comes whenever she feels like it. She might come in a month, a year, 10 years, but she's coming. So I feel like this is finally him getting his karma for all of the things he has done. The charge that he was locked up on was harassment communications. And just a little background on that, I did a little research. And so Alabama Code Title 13A basically says it's a person who commits the crime of harassing by communication with intent to harass or alarm another person, but without no purpose of legitimate communication. So this person communicates with the person anonymously or otherwise by telephone, mail, or any form of written or electronic communication in a manner likely to harass or cause alarm. And I'm like, wow, who could this be against? What do you think?
In my heart, in my mind, it feels as if this is behind Melody because we all know that this is what he does to her. He sends her threatening messages and is always trying to silence her. So I feel like, it could be either one of them, but with the definition that you gave, it really sounds like
Melody.
Melody. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too, because we all know Melody has had to change her number. She said 3 times.
Hmm.
He has been accused of hacking into her phone. He has, secretly recorded her. He has done all these things. So my first thought was, yeah, maybe it is against Melody, but I mean that's allegedly because right now we really don't know. Hey, Travelnista, Laura, drop down in the chat and say hey y'all. And as y'all coming in, please hit the like button for us. That does help the channel. But yeah, so with the past, even with coleslaw, do y'all remember a few months back there was another accusation that he was put in jail that time too. But the
Yeah.
next morning they both went on live to deny.
Yeah.
But we don't know for a fact, if it happened or if it didn't. So I'm like, it could be her, it could be Melody. At
Yeah.
this point, we really don't know. What do y'all think? Drop in the comments because it's been a lot going on and it's been a lot said. Some people are saying it's about the revenge peace situation because we know that was a big issue and a big thing that happened.
Yeah, and we also know that he does this stuff to Ariane as well because when they got into it and she released emails because she said she had him blocked on her phone because he was contacting her about things other than their child. So we don't really know who it was, but we know who this man is. And if it's Ariane, I can see all type of confusion and chaos in this relationship because Ariane is the last result for Martell. She is the last resort. She is the one that he did not want to sit down with. He does not want this lady, and I can just imagine anytime she does anything that's out of step, the anger that comes from him because he's thinking that she is the one who ruined his life and family instead of taking responsibility himself for everything he's been through.
Right. And so y'all know how Kimmy is like the person that's always sticking up for Martell, saying he's such a good guy. This, I bet you she's probably somewhere defending him right now. What do you think? I bet you she is. Oh, he's such a good Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe that. She's probably somewhere trying to bail him out right now, either her or Destiny, because he was just with Destiny a few days ago celebrating his birthday. But we'll
Well,
see. On the thing, it said no bond.
did it? It said
Yeah.
$0. I think sometimes that just means that the judge hasn't set the bond yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it said no hold, and then the bond says $0. So we don't know if the judge hasn't said it yet, or if
Right.
yeah, if they just
So,
keep him.
okay, that makes sense then. Because when I was doing my research, I saw that the crime or the sentencing would only be about 3 months in county jail because it is a misdemeanor. But this man does have a history. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just considering the history and everything he has done in the past, if all of this has been documented, he should really be given a harsher sentence. What do you think?
Well, Travanita says, I believe it's Mel. She said somebody was going to hell or jail.
She did say that. And on the reunion for the preview for next week, Martell even said that Mel was trying to get him locked up. Remember on the preview?
They say that.
That's what he said.
I feel sorry for their mother, because she now has two sons, that's in the system. So I kind of feel sorry for a mother. I don't feel sorry for Martell. I feel like this is what he deserves. We don't want to gloat in what he's going through. You don't never want to just be gloating that somebody is locked up, but at the same time, you have to pay for your misdeeds. But I feel sorry for their mother, because she's had both sons, incarcerated at this point. It's crazy.
It really is, especially when Martell tries to paint this narrative that he's always been a positive role model and influence to his brother. He tries to paint this picture that he's never even been in jail, and we all know his record was expunged. Like he never takes accountability, or he never tries to share his true story.
Mm-hmm. And
But
this narc behavior that he has
right.
at 42 years old, his brother has been to prison many times as a juvenile and as a young adult, but Martell, you are fully grown, and this is what you're doing, and this is the image that you're giving to your children. It's really disgusting. Really.
Oh my God, I feel bad for the children too.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
so,
children.
yeah, now it's like I feel like it's time for Melody to get full custody at this point. It's been time, really, but
absolutely.
And I heard she was in court today. So maybe it was against Mel, but I feel like it definitely is time for her to go ahead and get full custody. This man can barely keep a roof over his head. He's in and out of jail.
He barely feed his children.
And he's having all these outbursts. You don't know what he's going to do.
Outbursts of anger, yes, and you're dealing with children, and we all know children misbehaving or mischievous. I just don't feel like temperament
it's not a good environment for a child.
No.
But
the judge has already had to reprimand him for allegedly, putting his hands on Tank. So he's not able to physically discipline his children at this point in time. I just feel like we are on a downward path with Martell, and I hope that OWN and Kingdom Reign production studios understand what we're dealing with here, because the behavior only escalates that this man is displaying. So we can only look forward, to more terrible things from him. It's really sad.
That's true. Like 2024 is not playing with some of these people. I mean, with Martell, it already started off bad, with the whole mess with Carlos and the comment he left under Carlos's picture. Instagram post. And he basically was asking to be fired. So you basically lost your job, allegedly, lost your freedom, I mean, what else can go? I mean,
There
it's only 9 days into 2024, and it's
are
like,
many things that could go left from here. When someone is spiraling downhill, there's plenty of things that could go left. But we gonna look to God to cover this whole situation. You know.
I know. I just feel bad for Mel and the
Yeah.
kids because you don't really wish this kind of situation. I wish it could have been a peaceful co-parenting situation from the beginning, you know? Like
Yes.
Mel even said, I never thought that I wouldn't like somebody that I married, you know?
Somebody that she had 4 children with.
Yeah. So it's just such a tough situation. But how do you feel like the relationship with Carlos is going to be affected by this? Do you feel like they are going to move forward with him on the next season of Love and Marriage? Like, what does this mean for his future on the show?
I feel like at this point in time, he definitely needs to be demoted or fired. I feel like these charges against him is definitely solidifying where he is. And at this point, we now have proof, we have charges. All of this is in court. So I feel like they have no choice but to take action at this moment. So it's going to be either demotion or fire. And you know, you never want to play with someone's livelihood, but at the same time, you can't just let them stay on this show and not reprimand them for the things that they're doing. So, because if when you do that, you're only enabling them to further commit more, you know, crimes. So, I don't know. I don't know. I would hope that this would be the move. You know.
Yeah. I mean, they got to do something. Pacino says, I'll take, he should be fired for $1,000. Well, I mean, that's what a lot of people are saying now, especially with the whole comment that he posted. But then some people are like, they need to show this on the show. They need to display the real. So I don't know. I mean, they've coddled him so much to the point where even if they did show it, like some of the fans would be lost, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're so out of touch with what's really going on behind the scenes. So I don't know what this means for the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Well,
But they got to do something.
he definitely needs to be reprimanded for this. This is insanity, and I feel like Melody, her mother, her immediate family and manager, I feel like they all need to get security and get trained in self-defense and all of that type of stuff because we on the train, baby. We on the train to Crazy Town at this moment in time.
I know. But do you think Carlos gonna talk about this at his live show? Because he did say he was gonna address what Martell said. Do you think he gonna talk about this too?
I absolutely think they will. I think he needs to, like, he get on live. He hops. Excuse me, yeah, I'm eating ice, but he hops on live when Mia posted that picture with her new man and she's still married to her husband. He said only Mia can get me out of the bed or get me on YouTube at this time of night. You need to hop on here because your cast member has went to the county jail. So you need to get on here. You need to get on here and tell us about that. You know?
He does. Seriously. I mean, we are gonna be there, so we're gonna let y'all know what he says and the real tea as he says. But I don't know why Carlos acts like that. I did see him go off on Dr. Simone last night. Did you see that?
I feel like he was hurt by Dr. Simone's comments.
Dr. Simone never even mentioned his name though.
She did. She said the blogger. She said she was mad at Quad because she went on the bloggers podcast. So, he was offended by that because he's a journalist. He has a degree in journalism. He is a producer. You know, he owns a production company. I understand all of that, but you are a YouTuber.
At the end of the day, you're a blogger as well.
He can add that to his list of accomplishments. It's not an easy feat to be a blogger. I mean, it's hard as hell to do this job. So for you to, you know, you have your history of all the shows you've done. You came on YouTube. You're a very successful blogger. There's nothing wrong with being called that. He just felt like he was being put down by Dr. Simone. But who cares?
Did y'all hear that now Martell's mugshot has been wiped from the internet?
You lying.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, baby,
So
too late now, baby.
yeah, it's too late now, but if you go on the website and search his name, it has been removed. So I'm thinking, who is helping him, trying to clean this up? Who could possibly be trying to help him clean up this mess? Could it be Carlos? Does he have a lawyer? Like, what's going on?
It's definitely not Carlos. Melody and Martell were movers and shakers in Huntsville for a very long time. So I'm sure he has some friends in the system to help him. And I'm sure if y'all remember, he didn't want to pay that lawyer $10,000 for the custody of his children. But I'm damn sure he's paying those lawyers tonight to help get this cleaned up. You understand?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, yes, he didn't want to pay the lawyers after he brought the custody case against Melody.
Wow.
And then he tried to get Melody to drop the case, and Melody was like, "No, I'm not dropping it," because he didn't want to pay anymore. He only wanted to. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, that makes sense. But yeah, I was shocked to know that they have removed it from the internet now. But of course, it's too late. It has been on every blog imaginable. I have never seen Love and Marriage Huntsville news blow up like this.
yes, it hit Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk. It's hit everywhere, basically.
Yeah, this story has blew up. So now is the time really for Carlos to come on out the closet and say something. But we will see what happens. A lot of people are saying that it could be Ariane because in the past she has defended him. Remember that time on Instagram Live when she was like actively denying it?
Yes.
But this time she's not.
Baby, give her time. She's an idiot. Give her time. She will. Just be grateful, says he's hurting inside and don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, therapy, but he doesn't want to go to therapy.
Well, this man, I mean, we're not talking about a normal person here. Man has deep-seated issues, and he just cannot accept that he is the cause of his own demise. He cannot
Yeah. I mean, first it takes accountability. And even on the last season, we seen him go toe to toe in a yelling match with Nail about, oh, she cheated on me first and this and that, and she cheated on me too. Like he still has not taken full accountability for the things that he has done to break up his family.
And you know what? Sometimes he will say it. He will say it.
But he'll take it back.
Internally, it's surface level, he can say it, but internally, he just cannot
accept it.
He cannot accept it on the inside. So it's really crazy.
Travelnista say Martell used to work for the jail. Really, Travelnista? I did not know that. What was he doing? Please tell me.
It ain't no telling. I would like to know what he was doing.
Because, I mean, I thought that he had a criminal past from way back then, with the ATM machine situation. So how could he get a job working in the jail?
Well, if they say it was expunged, that means it doesn't show up when you apply.
So. And that's another thing Melody helped him with. She helped him get that expunged. So it's too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think they're gonna use for the, like, are they gonna use this as a storyline?
You know what's crazy? This man hasn't he hasn't had a storyline for this whole season. For a whole year, he hasn't had a storyline. So
honestly,
he could be a friend of the show and this could be a storyline, but he's not. Remember, y'all, let's remember this man just said, film my real life or don't film me at all.
He did. He didn't have to eat those words.
He would be very ashamed to put this on television,
Yeah. So he is a man of pride.
Yeah,
he has a huge ego. And you know, it's sad because I feel like that entire cast, besides the Fletchers, they're probably sitting somewhere feeling sorry for Martell, not even checking on Melody, you know, like just from what we've seen
I
on
don't
the
think so.
show.
Ebony says that was before. That's how he lost his job from the prison. Okay. Well, I don't feel like the cast is going to be sitting feeling sorry for him.
Okay, who do you think from the cast is going to check on Melody besides the Fletchers? I think Marcel, because he loves Melody.
I don't think any of these people care about Martell. You can tell that from this past season. Nobody fools with him. Marcel has basically said, you didn't help us. You didn't help us get our business off the ground. If you remember in the beginning of this season, Marcel don't like Martell no more. The only person that Maurice laughed at Maurice like he's a fool on the street. Maurice could care less about Martell. He looks at him like a foolish boy. Who else?
Maurice.
Stormy and her husband, they of course they feel like they're above the people. Courtney is not fooling with Martell. There's nobody. The only person is Kimmy.
Kimmy that fools with Martell?
That's it. She's the only one that speaks up for him continually.
Yes.
Nobody cares about Martell on this show anymore. They're done with him. He can go.
But that's true though. But Kimmy gonna speak up for any man, so we can't even take her seriously. But yeah, that's crazy. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with this one, y'all. Like I said, for the Alabama code, it says that there is a punishment that would be 3 months in county jail if he does get convicted. But we know he's probably going to have lawyers or, you know, people fighting for him. Who knows?
It said third offense, didn't it?
Third offense?
Did it say third, like it was his third time? Or what was that?
I would have to pull his mugshot up. But I feel like he does have a record. So he has a history for sure. So if he does get sentenced, it should be something stiff, harder than 3 months, because along with the communication harassment, he got the whole revenge P situation to deal with. And he does have the situation.
We know this could be the revenge P situation. We don't really know, you know.
That's true. And that's true. But I feel like the revenge P situation, that would be, they would put another charge on that. You know, I feel like.
I don't know, but Diamond says Martell Holt was released at 7:01 p.m. tonight from jail. Baby, I would like to be a fly on the wall, okay?
Well, let's see if he goes live from his bed tomorrow morning with Ariane.
Let's see if TMZ sends some cameras to the county and to Madison County in Huntsville. Let's see.
We need to get a surviving Martell Holt show because we don't know what's going on. You know, like the way he treats Melody on the show, everything we have seen him do, from, you know, showing up to her date when they divorced, from hacking her phone to secretly recording her. It's like,
to not letting her take her belongings from the house, not letting her go pick up her clothes, trying to keep her furs and all of that type of stuff. Like,
yeah, it's like he is capable. I believe he is capable of much more. I honestly do.
Me too.
But I guess we will stay posted on this story, y'all. Let's just finish this conversation in the comments, and I think that'll be it. You have any last comments?
No, all I have to say is God is good, God is great, God is who we appreciate.
Amen.
Yes, and we thank you guys for watching. Please like the video, hit the subscribe button, and also share the video. We love you guys, and we will see y'all on the next one. Bye.